Salut! Salut, mă auziți? Ce mai faceți? Bine ai venit, Andreea. Ce mai faci? Marhaba. Vrei să-ți scriu numele tău? Deci, cine vrea să fie scris numele lui, să lase un comentariu. Dar dacă vedeți că sunt prea multe cereri, vă rog frumos să scrieți mai lent și să așteptați puțin până termin, de exemplu, un nume. Deci, bună seara, Iuliana, bună seara. Hello, Sam, how are you? Marhaba. Do you want me to write your name in Arabic? I can write your name, so it will be Samuel. Samuel. Yeah, man, I will do it. And I will explain every letter to which it corresponds, okay? First of all, I'm gonna write your name separate because, you know, the Arabic alphabet, everything in Arabic is written cursive, but I'm gonna write them separately so you can know which is which. And then I will write your name. Okay, are you ready? Okay, perfect. Let's see. So, Samuel, it's like this. This is the English one, so just so I can see in front of me what I'm doing, okay? This is, it's seen. And separately, it's written like this. Usually, it's either like this or some people write it like this. This is the scene. Now, because Samuel is written with an A, so it's a long vowel. So we don't put the harakat. We don't put a small dash or something. We have to use the alif. So we'll represent the A with an alif. Now, the M in Arabic, it's called mim. So we're gonna represent it with a M. It's like in Hebrew, mim. And then the U. So because it makes the sound U, in Arabic there is no U, it's mostly like O, like wow. So we use the wow. Now, the E, we don't have an E sound in Arabic. In some dialects, we have the E sound. No, sorry, we don't have the E sound except in some dialects, like in Lebanese. But the E, we don't really have it. It's a strong E. It's not like in L. So it will be il instead of L in Arabic. So this is Ya. This is a guttural stop. So we represent it in the internet language like this, with a 2, to represent the guttural stop, because it doesn't have an equivalent in Latin. So Ya, and this is Lam, which is basically Lamed in Hebrew. I forgot to write the Ya. This is the Ya, and this is the Lam. It looks like this, the one that you eat soup with. So let's check the letters. Sin, Aleph, Mim, Waw, and Ya and Lam. So I'm gonna write them all next to each other. By the way, once we finish the live, inbox me and I can send you a copy of this in PDF format. So Samuel, it becomes Sin, Aleph, Mim, Waw, so here I forgot to mention something. This is the Hamza in Arabic, and Hamza, it makes the sound. So this part, it's L, but it's pronounced more like il. And some people write it with a sin, but there is another variety of your name. It's with the sad. And there is one more variety of your name, by the way. It's like this. It's actually 2 more varieties, so we would write them like this. Let me try. So or oh, Natalia, ce faci? So I'll send you this. So basically you have 4 varieties. Let me color them. This variety, and those 2 varieties. The idea behind it, Samuel, is that those 2, I'm gonna color them 1 second. The ones in black, those 2, they use the long vowel. And the second one, the second variety, the one in yellow, it uses short vowel, so it doesn't need the alif anymore. It just, we put haraka. We put a fatha or a damma or a kasra, which are like small diacritics that we add over or below the letter, so that we know how to pronounce. So I'm gonna give an example, yeah? Let me, I don't want to ruin this. Okay. So, remind me to send you this one by PDF format, okay? Okay, so in Arabic, let's say I want to write the word for studied. Yeah, the word for studied has a root. It's darasa. So let me write studied. You see? Now, those vowels, the ones in green, they don't appear in the Arabic version of the Latinization. So, let me show you. So, dal, it's dal. And then ra, it's ra. And then, you see? So basically, this is D, this is R, dal, resh, shin. Dal, ra, sin. The A's, the vowels, they are not represented here because I will show you. Because we have this system where we add da, ra, sa. So those small dashes, they tell me to say da instead of do or instead of di. Now let's change something small, okay? So let's take the same one, but now instead of having those ones, we add something else. Da. So if I add those ones, it becomes dars. Lesson. So as you can see, a small change of the vowel changed the whole meaning. By the way, so let's look at words like this one. So let's go to this is the root. From this root, salama, we have words like shalom or salam in Arabic. So salam would be like this. From salama, actually. So let's write the word. Salam. Peace. In Hebrew, it's shalom. Marius, vrei să faci parte din live? Deci, in araba, in Arabic, peace is salam. In Hebrew, peace, it's shalom. So here, the root is shin, lamed, mim. Also, 3-letter root. Here, sin, lam, mim. Also, 3-letter root. From this root, I can make many words. The first word is peace. Now, if I want to make ladder, it's very easy. So let's first put the here sa la salam. If I change it, sin lam mim so lo skar ladder. Ladder. Sullum. From the same root, I was able to make another letter, another word, and this word is ladder. It's from sin, lam, mim. So I was able to make more than one word. As well, even though the sulum is ladder and salam is peace, we can make another word that doesn't mean peace at all. It means to submit. So let's take the the vowels change the meaning, exactly like the Nicode. So let's take sulum, but instead of the vowels we put sa, la, ma. Salama, it means to be safe. Salama is to be safe. Usually, if for example something falls on you, but you managed at the last minute to get away, so we can say in Arabic salamta. So basically your health was kept, was preserved, was saved. You're still healthy. Now, this word, if you take the vowel, so let's take this vowel and add another type of vowel. It's called shadda. Basically it doubles the sound. It makes two sounds, one with a fatha and one with a sukun. So basically one soundless version of the letter and one soundful version of the letter. So this one, it's sallama. And basically it means to submit. So if you submit, how do you say he submitted? You would say aslama, which means he submitted. It has nothing to do with the religion of Islam, but it's the verb. Basically all Muslims, they are submitters, people who submitted. One second, I'm coming back. I'm going to get the tissue paper. ما شلومcha, it's how are you, right? If מה שלומך is how are you, then there's no... Okay, so let's do like this. What is your peace? מה שלום מה שלומך, מה is what, and then shlom I think is like more like peace. Ha, it's mostly your, right? Okay, let me write it. Thank you for typing it so I can copy it. Did I write it correctly? Please let me know if I wrote it correctly, Sam. Okay, perfect. So the idea is, no, we don't have the same word. There's no word that's similar to that, but we have what's called the false friend. So basically, it sounds like مع السلامة. It's not the same meaning. مع, this is عين السلامة. In dialect it's السلامة. Basically it's with peace, but it's not the same. It just sounds less the same. ما شلومך مع السلامة. Actually they don't even sound the same, but no, there is not. But I find this Hebrew expression really beautiful because I haven't seen it in Arabic. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Ma is with. So, good question. Similar to ma, which is mim, Ein, it means with, while ma, it's only in standard Arabic. So this is ma. Ma is with. So basically, when you tell someone to go bye-bye, you tell them with peace, like take peace with you. مع السلامة. مع السلامة. By the way, Sam, if you can help me, we can do the root for to write in both Hebrew and Arabic, and you can help me with the Hebrew ones. What do you say? So let's divide it into two. I will use red for Arabic. So let's do like this. Okay, perfect. So let's take the root first of all. It's kaf, tav, and kaf, ta, and ba. So ka, ta, ba. Now help me with the Hebrew ones. I need you to write. So help me with the kaf and tav and the bet. Okay. No, give me the letters separate. Give me the kof separate, the tav separate, and the bet separate, and then we will conjugate. Give me the root, I mean. Okay, perfect. So this is the kof. So now I will start putting the word in Arabic. I will wait for you to tell me the one in Hebrew, okay? So let's start with to write. Now, in Hebrew, and how I would say it? Tell me how to transliterate it. So basically, I have to make a small adjustment. I have to make a small adjustment to the Arabic one. So I made a small mistake. Let's do it. So to write in general, writing, it's kitaba. So let's start. Kaf, kita, so I highlighted the root. So you notice the root is always there. Ki, ta, ba. I will also highlight the root. So 1 second, this is V, right? This is V. Sam, is this V? Okay, so and how do you say V in Hebrew? Is it Vav or Ve? How do you say V in Hebrew? Oh, okay, so this is V and B. Okay, it's like Aramaic, by the way. In Aramaic, it's the same. So, yeah, we're gonna get there. It's the same thing in Arabic as well. But they call it KTB, which means to write the book. So kitaba is writing in general. Yeah, it's writing in general. Now we go to the second word. He wrote. She wrote. Kitab is book, yes. So let's do it. So he wrote, it's the same, but we put, sorry. I have to make it smaller so it doesn't, okay. And then we put the vowels. Ka, ta, ba. For the female, it's this way. Ka, ta, ba. So So as you can see, the difference between the masculine he wrote and the feminine she wrote is the T at the end. We call it the feminine T, تاء التأنيث. So كتب, he wrote. كتبت, she wrote. So, your turn, man. First of all, I want he wrote, and then she wrote. And how to write them in Latin, of course. Sam, I don't know if I need those in Hebrew. He wrote would be huwa kita. So huwa kita. He is who. In Arabic, by the way, huwa here, the same thing. Now we go back to kita. Same. So kita, and then kitaba. So basically here there is a B, but it's not pronounced, because if you look at the alphabet, it's here, but they don't pronounce it at the end. You see the B for the masculine, you don't pronounce it, I see, but it's there. While for the feminine, you say kitaba. So here kitaba, huwa kita. Yeah. There is a bet at the end, and I see that you don't pronounce it, so I put it between parentheses. Oh, it is pronounced? Okay. So huwa kitab, hiya kitaba. Did I pronounce it the right way? Okay, perfect. Now we go to more words. So we finished to write, and he wrote, she wrote. We go to book. Let's separate. Book. Let me write the root. So book, it's kitab. And now book. So book in Arabic, it's kitab. Sefer. Book is sefer. It's not from the same root. We have another word for book. It's called sufar or sifar, but we use mostly kitab. Oh, okay, sefer. Okay, this is weird because we have another word for book. It's called sifar, but it's used in a religious context for like old religious books. Mostly they were books, Jewish books. For example, in the Bible, in the Christian Arab Bible, for Genesis, we say Sifar al-Takwin, which means the books of creation. Sifar al-Takwin. Yeah. So let us write it as an exception. Sifar. This is an exception. Sifar, and it's written like this. Okay. Ta-dam. I should keep the root. What's the root? Tatam, tatam, tatam. Okay. And the last one, okay. Okay, perfect. We go to the next word, also from kitab, from kataba. Now, the word for writer, the word for writer, it's KTB. Yeah, I'm learning Aramaic and Hebrew and also teaching Arabic. My plan is to unite the three languages, more or less. The people that speak the three languages. I love Semitic languages. So, yeah. Tib. And if it's a female, we say KTB. You see? So I'll write them in Arabic. Katib. Oh, nice. Jean, mama ta nu te-a învățat să fii politicos în public, de asta îți dau un bloc frumos, la revedere. So, Katib, Katiba. Katib, Katiba. Sam, now it's your turn. We're gonna go here to the Hebrew section. And let's see. So, which one is the feminine, which one is the masculine, and how it's pronounced? So tell me which one is the masculine, so I put it first. Masculine, feminine, and how they are pronounced. One derives from book and one from kitub. And how they are pronounced? Give me the Latin version of them. So now I'm waiting just for the how to write them in Latin. Sufer and kutiv kutev. Okay. Sufer, kutiv, kutiv. Yeah, I heard about that. And even if you're Mizrahim or Mizrahim, so some people say the ha, some people say the kha. It depends on whether you're Ashkenazim or Sephardim or Mizrahim and so on. And for the feminine, the tav becomes s. So basically, let me check. So it becomes so ser. Oh, I understand. Okay. Interesting. And now for the feminine, we added this at the end. So how does it become? Does it become sufera or kutiva? Oh, the hey. So kutiva. Okay. Kutiva. And sefera. Kutiva. Oh, interesting. Now, the next word is so basically I wrote it wrong. Okay, not in the right place. So library. We would say this maktaba. So let me write it in Latin words. I will share this with you once we're done. Maktaba. So we have here ma-ta-ba. Maktaba. Okay, so let us put both versions. Sefaria or Beit Sefaria. So it's the house of the house of the book. Nice. I like it. I like the logic behind it. Okay. Okay, so like an O. Okay. Beit Sefer. For us, the school, it comes from darasa, to study, not from kataba, to write. But it's very interesting. So this one, it's like this. Okay. So I see it's feminine because it has the it has the hey at the end. It's feminine in Arabic as well. So for people who don't know what is beit is usually a house, literally. So let's review. Sefer, it's book. So if you say Beit Sefer, house of the book. But Beit Sefaria, it means a library. And Seferim, it's plural. In Hebrew, when you put im at the end, or im, you make it plural. Like Eloh, it means God. Elohim, it means God in plural. We use the plural form in Arabic, Hebrew, and Semitic languages usually for the respect version. It's like in Latin languages we use the voi, which is the third person point of view, like dumneavoastră, which is basically the plural form. So book, writer, library. Arabic uses like an in. Like مدرس, مدرسين, شخص, but not always, because some verbs have a normal ending. Like for example, one person is شخص, plural is أشخاص. We put an alif at the beginning. كاتب, كتاب. So it's not always, but a lot of plurals have in at the end. Okay, we do like 3 more. Are you up for it? I'm thinking of doing 3 more with you. If you're up for it, I'm gonna prepare them. It's letter, office, okay. We're gonna do them like this. Hopefully we have space. So letter, for letter, oh, there's a different root. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let me write it first in the Hebrew section so I don't forget. So the root is like this. Okay. And then this, and then this, and then this. This is the root for ma kitab. In Arabic, it's maktub. So basically this from the book in Arabic from is min. Yeah, in Arabic from means min. So maktub, again, we have the root. In Hebrew also the root is present. But we have another word in Arabic. It's risala, letter, and risala. Nice. Mim. So mem is min. The difference is M and N. Nice. Very interesting. Office is so basically it's translated like this. Maktab. Maktab is like something to write on. Like where you wrote, or where you write. Maktab. Kataba. Maktab. Now, Hebrew's turn. So we're doing the office. Office in Arabic, maktab, this word, it can mean two things, some. One, it means the literal desk on which you are writing. If it's a big desk, like the one in the offices, it's called maktab. And it can also mean the whole office. So for example, if you're saying I'm writing on the office table in the office, I'm biktub, I am writing al maktab on the office table اللي بالمكتب, which is in the office. Pentru cei care se uită și nu înțeleg engleză, să-mi ziceți, pentru că se mai uită și străinii la live-ul meu și de asta vorbesc engleză, ca să înțeleagă toată lumea. So we have two more, and then I'm gonna teach you the vowels, and that's it. I'm learning as well the Hebrew parts, which is really interesting. I'm gonna save it. You're gonna give me your email, and I'm gonna send it to you, Sam. Deci pentru cei care vin acum nou, să știți că eu vorbesc în engleză, fiindcă cei care se uită nu toți vorbesc română. So, office, I said office is maktab, but maktab it's also the office desk. So basically, if you want to say I'm writing on the office desk in my office, عم بكتب على المكتب اللي بالمكتب. So it's complicated. So here we write office. And then the last word would be written. Like, written can have two meanings. One meaning, it's written for you in the book of records, you know, the one that God has, or written, it has been written, you know, it's written in the book, something like that. I think my headphones are charged, so I'm gonna put them on. Office can be sha, da. Oh, okay. So let me try it. Shirad, service. Ah, nice. Or the other version is. So one is Sherad, and the other one. And the other one. So this one is Sherad. This one, there's a Shin, the Resh, Dal, Dalet, and this one, it's, I forgot. This is, um, which letter is this one? Keep on forgetting. Hey guys, if you're watching and you have questions, Pavel, anyone, Gabitza, please ask and don't be shy. So Shirad is the first one. The second one, I'm not sure. I'm waiting for Sam. In Arabic, it's maktab. We keep the root. We add a meme at the beginning. Amma. So ma. So basically, naturally, we add a fatha, sukun, which means no a, no u, no e, just k, and then ta, and again, no sound for the b, no vowel sound. So maktab, again, the the root. Let me highlight it better. And now we're waiting for this one. This one. So you said shirad, but this one, it has shin, resh, dalet, but this one, I don't know how. So what's the word? Constantin, bine ai venit pe live. Cei care intră pe live și au întrebări, să le pună. Conduc acum live-ul în engleză, fiindcă Sam nu știe română. Sunt mulți care intră și nu știu română. Oh, the meme makes a ma sound similar to Arabic means from just like makitab. Maktab, you mean? Okay. Meme. So basically, it's ma sherad. So it's ma sherad. It's like this. Shalom, Eitan. מה שלומך? Yeah, it's like you put any code, right? Okay, so the last one is written. Written, it's actually we'll make one. This is maktub. So maktub also means letter, but it also means written. And written is like the book is written recently. الكتاب مكتوب مش من زمان, not from very far out. Or عن جديد. الكتاب مكتوب عن جديد. The book is written recently. And then I will write one more. Write basically as an order. As an order, it becomes in standard, it's like this. In dialect, it's without the alif. So basically, the last two, maktub, it's written. Writer, we did it. We did it in slide here. You told me it's kutiv, kutiv, kotiv. You told me it's kutiv, kotiv. Is it wrong? Hey, Aitan. Hey, Sam. Is it wrong? So should I change them for kutab? Aitan, next we're gonna go to vowels. So if you're interested, stay on the live. We still have two more words to finish and to review this one before we move. So Sam, do we go back to where we were? Is it correct? Should I change it to kutab? Um, Sam, Aitan, Sam is reads Phoenician, so he can write in the old Hebrew script, and as well he likes ancient languages. Okay, so you were right the first time. Let's go back. Because if it's kutab, it's closer to katib. So those are the last two. Maktub, which means written. So if someone is written, if a book is written, the book has been written. Kitab maktub. Or it means letter. Iktub means write, as in um, order. You order someone to write. Iktub. When you use the e in Arabic, this one e, it makes the order. اكتب, اقرأ, تريد, ادرس, to study, and so on. So it's e and then the verb, and you make the command. Aitan, if you can help as well, so that Sam gets a break. So written, I have to write it here, and the order write, when you order someone to write. Nicu, Gabița, Pavel, dacă aveți întrebări, nu ezitați. Oh, okay, no problem. So still waiting on Sam for these last two. Sam, don't forget me with the last two words. The last two. Maktub, which means written, not only letter, but also written. Written as in the book has been written, Written. الكتاب مكتوب, the book has been written. Um, yeah. And then the last one, it's to order. Yeah, that's hard for me what you wrote. Yeah, Sheen is yeah, but you wrote. So how do you write it? Because you wrote a very long sentence. I'm not sure which one I should. So I just write Sheen and B. So I just write like Sheen and Bet. That's it. Oh, okay. Now I see it. Sheen, Bet. Yeah. Okay. And then the last one, Iktob. Okay. Oh, this the last one you wrote is to order someone to write. Okay. Now order someone to write. I want you to order me to write, like write. Okay. So how do we write them? Sam, the first one that is in writing, you would add ah, nice. So uh, nice. Oh, that's very interesting. In Lebanese, if we add the lamed, it means two as well. Like layekol, to eat. Liyadrus, to study in standard. In standard and Lebanese, lam is used as two, lamed. So this word, how do I translate it? What do I write? For the first one, that is written, that in writing. That in writing. How do I write it? Shin, bet, this one. How do I write it? Leha ketiv. Okay. Leha ketiv. Leha ketiv. And the one here, Sheba Katuf. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So, letter maktub in Hebrew it's makitab. Liha ktiv. Liha. Okay. Okay. Miktab. And then office is maktab. It becomes shirad or mashirad. Written maktub, but it also means letter. In Hebrew, written is sheba khatov. Sheba katuv. Sheba katuv. And then write as an order, as a command, it's iktub in Arabic, and it's lechativ, lehachtiv, lehachtiv in Hebrew. Lehachtiv. Perfect. Now, the last topic for today, it's the vowels. Vowels. Basically, we have three main vowels, three short vowels, three short and three long. So let's take bet or ba. Yeah. If I want to make the bet with a short vowel, with the A sound, we put this and it becomes ba. A sound. Now, U, wow sound, more like O, sometimes O or O. So we basically put, and this becomes bu. And the short E sound, it's like yod. In Arabic, it's ya. So yod, wow, and what do we put? Actually, I'll rewrite them better. I will rewrite them better. So the difference is, so let's do like this. And now let's put with the different color. So ba, bu, and bi. And basically, every letter in the Arabic alphabet has the vowels. Those are the vowels. Those are the main three vowels. Of course, we have a little bit more, but those are the main vowels that we use in Arabic. Now, the long vowels are the equivalent. So, long vowels, the long A, long wow or O sound, and long E sound or yod. So they are like this. We put an alif to the letter that we want to give a long vowel. We put wow to the letter we want to give a long O vowel sound, and we put a ya to the letter we want to give a long E vowel. So let's review. I will write them in red because it's better. I will write them in red. So alif, wow, yeah. And the example would be like this. Let's write. So a bet with a long a sound, it's ba, ba. A bet with a long o sound, it's boo. And with a long e sound, it's b. So short vowels are the small dashes above or below the letter. If it's above, it makes a sound, and we call it fatha. Why? Because we open our mouth. In Arabic, fatha means to open your mouth. So ba, but it's a very short ba. So ba, this is a very short u or o sound. So bu, and it's called damma because we join our lips and we close them, and barely we say the sound. So we join our lips together to make the, I will show you. So when we're making that, 1 second, I'm gonna go turn on the light. So basically, the long, uh, the short A sound, it's a. So ba, and I'm gonna show you. So this one, it's ba, ba. But if you want to make the long sound, the long A, you say ba, ba, and the ba, it's not with the dash, it's with the alif, with the alif. Now, the short O or U sound, it's U, and you say it like this, bu, bu. So you join your lips, and that's why it's called in Arabic damma, because dam, it means to join. You join your lips. The fatha, it's an ah sound, and you open your mouth. So ah, ah. And now, the last one, it's kasra, and we call it kasra because we cut a little bit. We go down with our lips. So e, e. You see? I try to cut, and it's here. It makes the e sound. So b, b, ba, bu, b. Now the long ones are the representative sounds of these short vowels, and I'll show you 1 second. So it's ba, bu, bi, ba, bu, bi, ba, bu, bi, and the same, but instead of a very long sound, it's a shorter one. So ba, bu, bi. And now I will ask Sam. I'm gonna write you something in English, and I want you to put the vowels. So kataba, so because it's an A sound, you see, so it's an A sound. We have 3 vowels. This is A, this is O, and if it's down, it's E. So what do we put? It's Ka. Ka, so we put we put, no, let me change the color. I put green. So ka, ta, ba. That's why the English word is longer than the original Arabic word because of the vowels. Let me change the color. So vowel. This is a vowel. Now, if I change the vowel, I keep the same word, but now I change the vowel. Yeah. Now if I change the vowel, it's ku, tu. This means it's neither a, neither o, neither e. So we don't pronounce it with a vowel. So it's like very short B sound that doesn't have a or u or e in the sound. So how would I write? Because it has this, I will write, this is the K. So K and U, it's ku. Exactly, empty vowel. And then this is the T, T and U. And then this is the B, this part, B. Doesn't have a sound, so empty vowel, kutub, which means books. Now, if I remove everything and change the in Lebanese, we say kitub. We don't say kutub. We say kitub. And because it's kitub, so we said that ki, the I, it's this one. It's the kasra. Kitub. 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 So if you have the E, this is ki. And now we continue to, because T and U doesn't have a sound, so B. So we go back. The vowels are very important because without the vowels, we don't know how to pronounce. The idea is at the beginning of, let's say, for Muslims at least, not for the Christians, but for the Muslims and for the Arabic language in general, at the beginning of Islam, the Arabic language didn't have the what we call nuqat al huruf. We didn't have the harakat. We didn't have the signs, the ones I showed you. You see, and they created this system based on the Syriac language, on Aramaic, to be able to preserve the way the letter is pronounced even over time. Because if I say kutub for books right now, in 5 years, 20 years, 100 years, someone will pronounce it differently and it will change the whole meaning. As you saw, a small change in the vowel can change the whole word. The whole word. And that's why they invented the harakat system based on the Aramaic language. The idea is that without those, we cannot pronounce. Exactly, that's the problem with deciphering Phoenician. Now, the funny thing is, most Arabs, we don't see those anymore after graduating from school because nobody writes with them because we know them by heart. Arabic tutoring and Arabic books haven't been so friendly to the people who want to learn it, except the ones that are specifically made for teaching the language. So if you're reading a book, very often you will not find those because the Arabic speaking person already knows them by heart. He knows, like, even if I don't have the things, the vowels, I will still be able to pronounce. So in Hebrew, you have the Niqod, but you don't see them in writing because people know how to pronounce. They took them in school, in the school books, So they're not addressed to foreigners. They're not addressed to only the ones addressed to people who are still learning the language. They have those things. By the way, if you want to take a screenshot and I can test you with one, do you want some? Do you want to try one? I can write something with the vowels and you tell me which vowel to put, okay? So just remember them as the A, U, E and tell me which vowel. Is it the A vowel, the wow vowel, or E vowel? Okay, so let's do it. Ah. It's gonna be with words you don't know, but it doesn't matter. The word is not important. The important is where to put the vowel. So let's take this studied. Yeah. So the word is da, ra, sa. What do I put? I'm gonna give you the options here in red. And I'm gonna make it easier for you to communicate. So A, we're gonna assume the circle is a letter, okay? Because it's hard. So the circle, assume it's a letter, okay? Above it, this one, and below the letter. So here, what do we put? Above the D. This is the D, this is the R, this is the S. And now you tell me what to put. So A, okay, correct. This is correct. Okay. Here. Here. Which one is in the middle? Is it A, B, or C? Is it the A? Okay, correct. And the last one? So it's da, ra, sa. Choose one. C, it's an E sound. It's an E sound. So it's da, ra, sa. Okay, correct. Correct, Avia. Do you want another one? Do you want another one? Okay, perfect. Let's do this now. I'm gonna add one option. It's the empty vowel. Okay, this is the empty vowel. So let's start. I'm gonna give you the clue for the letters because it's hard to know them. So this is the D, Resh, and S. So let's start with this one. Let's start with this one. Yeah, sorry, 1 second. Yeah. And 1 second before you start, this is not studied anymore. This is a lesson. So above the dalet, what do we put? A, B, C, or D? Exactly. So now above the resh, good Sam. That was for the dalet, for the dal. Now above the resh, what do we put for the resh? Yeah, correct. It's D. No, above the resh, it's as Avia, it's as Avi said. Avi said D because it's an empty vowel. It doesn't have Ra, doesn't have Ru, doesn't have Re. It's just R. And that's why it's an empty. So, and and the scene, exactly Avi. Great. So, exactly. Now let's change one thing. See, it's E. There is no E sound. There is no sounds for R and S. Otherwise, in the Latin alphabet, it would have made a letter next to it. It would have been Ra, Ru, Ri, Sa, Su, Si, but it didn't have any of those. So it's just R and S. Now, let's remove this and let's do like this. So if I do like this, what do we put over the scene, over the last one? Sam, this is for you. So darsu, it's usually used with al. So al darsu, it means the lesson. Exactly. Avi is on fire. Avi, if you want this lesson as a PDF, tell me in private, send me the message and give me your email and I can mail it to you as well. Yeah, Avi is on fire. He's like A, B, C, and he's got them all right. So let's do one more. Now for school. School. So school, it's so, and then the letters. This is mim, D, resh, sin. I have to change the color now because otherwise it will be hard to understand. Sin, and let's try red. And this one, it's tav. So mim, dalet, resh, shin, no, sin, tav. The tav at the end, it's not pronounced. It's pronounced, it's silent. We don't say it. So mad rasa. And I will write it. So it becomes like this. Mad ra sa. And now you guys tell me. Over the meme. What do we put over the meme? Pavel, Dorina, Anais, Maria, Gabiță. Dacă aveți întrebări și nu înțelegeți ceva în engleză, vă rog frumos să scrieți. Sunt aici ca să vă ajut. Adică să vă explic ce predau lor. So, A, correct. Correct. Now, over the dalet. The dalet is which one? Is it A, B, C, or D? What sound does it make? Mad, rasa. Mad, rasa. Okay, Avi, Sam? It's what Avi said. It's the D. It's an empty vowel because look, every single one of the root had a vowel next to it except the D. So now the resh. Mad rasa. The resh. Which one is the resh? Is it the short vowel or the long vowel? No, I mean, which vowel of the four options it is? How come it's empty sum if you say ra? You say ra. You don't say r. You say ra. So ra, it's R, A. A, it's option number A, just like Avi said. So, correct. Now, the sin. Mad, rasa. What is the vowel on the sin? Mad, rasa. Don't give up, Sam. You're doing great. In the dialect, those rules don't apply all the times, but the meaning of the fatha, damma, kasra, sukun is the same. Exactly, Sam. It's an A vowel. Exactly. So let me change the color so they can. So I'm gonna change the color. What do color? Well, we put to blue. Okay. Madrasa. Now, the last one. One second. Imediat. Scuze.
Hai din așa. Nu mai lăsa cheia așa, Gipset, și nu mai sta în așa.
Ai, mama. Ah. Yeah, it's like Nicode. Amla. Imla. Yeah, Imla. It's like Imla. Winner, did you say Imla? So, the T at the end. Oh, Ahalan. Oh, that's the head. So I got the L, I got the but I didn't get the head. Ahlan.